What's up, YouTube? So I know everybody wants to have amazing graphics and play Fortnite in the best graphics possible. Alright, so I have a video that I'm going to show you today on how to get it to look like mine does. Alright, with minimal FPS drop. As you can see, like, my game is running smooth. Alright, I'll even show you when we go to drop in. Just so you guys are aware, this is just a Team Rumble match. Alright, so as you can see, it's not doing bad at all. It's definitely playable. Now, this is not recommended for competitive players. So if you play on Arena, I would not recommend this. I recommend just going to performance mode and playing that way. This is recommended for someone who wants to have fun and they don't really care about the performance like hit. Just so you can see it, right? I just want to show you what it looks like. All right, let me show you how it's done real quick. I can't build apparently, but as you can see, the game runs great. All right. Okay, you guys ready? All right, so start this video off. First things first, you want to have it on full screen. You want to have your resolution set to what your monitor is, mine is 2560 by 1440. You want to have VSync off. Your frame rate limit, you want to have set to unlimited. All right, do not limit the frame rate. If you do, it's going to tank. I don't know why. Rendering mode, I have on DirectX 12. Now, these settings, every single one of them don't really matter. Okay, so I have mine set to 121%, user interface contrast 1.08x. All right, these are just personal preferences. I don't have colorblind mode at all. The motion blur I have off. If you turn motion blur on, you will have FPS drop. Okay, the quality presets I have set to custom, anti-aliasing and super resolution, TSR epic. I did not notice a difference between TSR low, medium, high, or epic, but TAA and FXAA, there's a huge FPS drop. I have temporal super resolution set to recommended, which auto puts my 3D resolution at 60%. I have nanite virtualized geometry set to on. I have virtual shadow set to off. Global illumination, I have lumen set to high. For some reason, if I do ambient occlusion or epic, it tanks the FPS. And then if I have it off, it really tanks the FPS. All right, I have reflection set to screen space only. So anything higher than lumen high or lumen epic will tank your FPS. Screen space only shows you what the screen sees. View distance I have set to epic, textures I have set to epic. However, I did not notice any difference between adjusting these from low to epic on any of these two. I also don't have the high resolution textures on both. I have these both off. And I don't have the textures downloaded at all. Effects I have set to low. Post processing. Now this one was really weird for me. So if I set it to low, my FPS would tank terribly. If I had it set to high, it would tank. I set it to medium and I had no problems. All right. Hardware ray tracing, I have set to on. Show FPS is on. I have used GPU crash debugging off. Latency marker off. NVIDIA reflex low latency, I have that set to on. Okay. Now that's my my graphics setting. All right, now I will let you know that these are my other settings that I have in the game. All right, no, never mind, not those ones. Where is I have these ones right here. Okay, so this one's kind of a weird one, but I've noticed for some reason that if I have the damage number set to cumulative, right, that's where it adds the damage for you. For some reason, you have severe FPS drop. So if you set it to list, it'll be like it used to be. Now, reticle damage feedback, so every time you hit somebody, the reticle would actually change. I recommend turning that off because every time it moves, it's going to tank your FPS. All right, I have target type indicator set to on. My HUD scale, this is 85%. This does not matter. All right. Now I do have show spectator count, player health on, resources on, minimap on, quick bar. I have all these settings on except for the elimination feed. For some reason, the elimination feed will tank your FPS. It shows all the people that are dying in the match. For some reason, you turn that on, your FPS is gonna drop. All right, latency debug stats I have set to off. Net debug stats, this is your ping, I have set to on. Quest progress on, control prompts on. Creative runtime performance stats I have set to off. All right, now that's all the settings for Fortnite that I have set to make the game look like this. Okay, it runs great. I don't have any issues. As you can see, none. Right. So let me show you what I have set for my computer real quick, so you guys can see what I'm using on my PC. All right, so my PC. Right now, at default, with nothing else running, my computer's running at 6% CPU and 14% memory. All right, my this is my rig. So I have a RTX 3080 with an updated driver at 527.37. My processor is an i7-10700K at 3.8 gigahertz. I do not have this. Neither one of my products that I have on my computer are overclocked at all. I do have 64 gigs of RAM, and my monitor is 2560 by 1440 at 240 hertz. Now, obviously I don't get 240 hertz. I get about 144, but that's completely playable, and the game runs great, and it looks amazing. All right. Other than that, that's about all I can really show you on that setting. I don't think I have a problem with it. I would like to know what everyone else's issues are with it, or if they find any difference on the FPS for their actual particular computer.